Hello, my name's Laura and I'm from Sport in Mind. Sport in Mind uses sport and physical activity to help and support people experiencing mental health problems. It's been a strange old year where a lot of people, many more than the 1 in 4 predicted to experience a mental health problem every year, will be experiencing a mental health problem going forward. It's been really tough, but something that's amazing that has happened is that a lot of people have turned to using sport and physical activity as a way of helping them, actually as a tool to support their own mental well-being. It's been a really interesting time for Sport in Mind. All of our sessions are mainly based around doing face-to-face sessions, so we can bring people together for that social interaction. But because we've not been able to do that, we've had to think outside the box, which has been a great opportunity to look at how we actually support people with mental health problems before they've got that confidence to get along to our sessions and benefit from the activities that we do. So we've been looking at designing things like activity packs to send to people in their homes so that they can do things on their own in a small space. And also we're providing equipment for people that were attending our sessions that didn't have the means to be active at home. They didn't have a ball or a skipping rope or anything like that. So it's given us the chance to look into what we do, how we do it, and how we can support people better and keep that going forward. Well, to put a face to a name, I'm Laura. I'm the Sport in Mind Development Manager. I've been working for Sport in Mind for 5 years, and the charity's been going for 11 years in March. It's our birthday. And I just wanted to kind of give you a bit of background about who Sport in Mind are, where we've come from. I think it always gives a good idea of kind of who the charity is and our ethos, if you know where it grew out of. So 11 years ago, the founder, Neil Harris, he realised one of his friends had a mental health breakdown. His friend had moved back from living in a different country. He had lost his job. He'd broken up with his partner, and Neil realised that his friend actually wasn't leaving the house. He'd lost all of his confidence, and really was struggling. So Neil, the founder, he wasn't from a mental health background, but he did enjoy sport and he really wanted to support his friend. So it was a long journey, but it started with going to his friend and trying to get him to kind of come out of the house, helping to start building that self-worth and that confidence back up again. Neil decided what he'd do because he wanted to help other people experiencing mental health problems and bring in that kind of physical activity side of things. He grabbed a couple of footballs. He went down to a local park in Reading in Berkshire. He had a quick chat with the NHS and the actual inpatient hospital in Berkshire as well, just to tell them that he was going to take a couple of footballs down to the park. If there was anyone that wanted to come down, have a casual kickabout, they'd be very, very welcome. So the very first week, nobody turned up. But 6 weeks later, there was 30 guys having just a kickabout on a patch of grass in a park, in a fun, safe, supported environment, with no need to have any ability, and being confident in the fact that they were safe and supported, but that the session wasn't necessarily about their mental health problems. That became something that was quite popular, and then in a few more weeks they suggested that actually they could could they do a different session. So they suggested could they have a badminton session, which they did, and that became the second session of Sport in Mind that we were running on a regular basis. So who are we? We were formed in Reading. That's where we ran those first couple of sessions, and from kind of what grew out of 2 sessions, grew into running sessions across the whole of Berkshire. And because of the success that we had across Berkshire, we're now running and developing sessions in 9 other counties across the south of the country. We're the UK's leading mental health sports charity. So from the small beginnings of bringing sport and mental health together by Neil supporting his friend, was a realisation that there wasn't actually any charities out there that specifically were about bringing mental health and sports together. A lot of people that do kind of exercise may be very well aware of the benefits of being physically active, but it's a really amazing way of bringing kind of that message to people that might not be so active or be struggling to be active at this time. So far, It's amazing. We've supported over 12,500 people coming along to our sessions and benefiting from the activities that we deliver. And probably one of the reasons that we're so successful at what we do is because of the relationships we have and the support we have from the NHS as well. So I talk about it a little bit more later, but we work with inpatient units as well across the counties that we're delivering sessions in, and linking with the local councils, with housing associations, so that anyone that has got a mental health problem knows about what the sessions that we're going along to, and encouraging people to come along to those sessions that we do. Active partnerships, so people like you guys, so we can tap in and help educate and build awareness too. And also universities, there's a lot of people in universities struggle with mental health conditions, so we've done a little bit of work particularly with Reading universities to see if we can support the students there, and actually ran a couple of sessions on site as well. So here's our Sport in Mind football team. I wonder if you can spot me there. How do we help? We deliver fun, supportive and accessible sport and physical activity sessions for anybody over 18 experiencing a mental health problem. What's really important about the sessions that we deliver is that they are fun and that they are engaging and that they really are for anyone. It doesn't matter what your ability is. We've had people come along to the sessions that have had, professional football careers, and we've had people that will come to the session who've never even seen a table tennis bat before. But it's all about ensuring people feel welcome and have a positive experience coming to our sessions, and that the sessions aren't about your mental health problem. It's about coming along, building a community, building confidence and self-worth as well. And we offer a whole range of activities, so anything from Tai Chi, yoga, walking, running, badminton, basketball, football, lots of different sessions. So no matter who you are, hopefully we offer a session that will engage you and be fun. We offer the sessions that we in the local community, so that the whole idea is that we try and take away as many barriers as we possibly can. The sessions are completely free to access. We provide all the equipment, and we also ensure that the sessions are accessible by public transport as well. A lot of the people that we work with may not be able to drive or have the funds in order to have a car or anything like that. So we just try and take away as many barriers as we can. And I did mention before that we work with in inpatient care facilities as well. So places like inpatient hospital, so Berkshire, that would be Prospect Park Hospital. We actually run a yoga, a Tai Chi, a gym session, and I've also got a table tennis table in there as well, to encourage people when they are at their most unwell to maybe start looking at and trying to use a bit of physical activity and see how it makes them feel. And then the idea is that when people go back out into the community, that hopefully we do have a session in their local area so that they can continue on that journey. We work with people experiencing mild, moderate, severe and enduring mental health problems. So we work with people at their most unwell, so as I was saying, if they've been in inpatient care at a hospital, but also people that may have just gone through a something that they've never experienced before. So they might have been signed off work or gone through something in their own personal life. They might have been signed off by the doctor with something like anxiety and depression, and they are so welcome as well to come along to the sessions and benefit from what we do. And it doesn't matter what stage you are in your life, whether you recover to a point where you can return to work. If you then become ill again, you're so welcome to come back to the sessions. There's no cut off point. It's an ongoing kind of opportunity to come along and benefit from what we do. So how do we deliver our sessions? So it's really important that the sessions are beneficial for the people that come along and do what they need to do. So we work with healthcare professionals in order to make sure that the sessions deliver what we hope them and need them to deliver. We ensure that friends and family are able to come along to the sessions too. One of the biggest barriers for people coming along to sessions is getting through that door that first time. It's really nerve-wracking. It can be for people not experiencing mental health problems to have to walk through and into a room of people for the first time. So we really encourage friends and family, carers, support workers, all to come along and actually get involved as well. Like, you know, pick up a racket, play a game of badminton. You know, don't let that be a reason that stops people coming along to the sessions. We are very much open to all abilities. As I said, we've had ex-professional footballers, but at the sessions as well, there's a whole range of people. You know, we've got some amazing table tennis players and basketball players and football players. But the whole idea is that we need to ensure, and we do ensure, that all the sessions that we run, even if we do have a really amazing players, that we also ensure that anyone that comes along for the first time can be engaged and feel part of it, and benefit from being joining in the activity too. All of the sessions are delivered by qualified coaches, so all of our coaches are level 2 trained. So we think that's really important to bring kind of the ability to learn and to grow kind of in the sport, as well as being able to facilitate the session. So, you know, if you have got kind of a large group, as I was saying, of different abilities, that a coach can you know, can deliver on that, can work with that group. All equipment is provided, so we wouldn't want a barrier to be someone getting involved because they haven't got a racket or the boots that they need. So if anyone wants to come along to the session, we can provide any of the equipment, so that isn't a barrier for them. And we provide a fun, safe, welcoming atmosphere. And another point, and another very important thing about the sessions that we run, is that we have a lot of amazing volunteers that come along to the session. A lot of those volunteers are people that have come along as participants as well, so they really understand, you know, how it feels to walk through the door for that first time, and you know, how nerve-wracking it can be, and understand, you know, what people might be going through. And what's amazing about that is that we've got a lot of participants that become volunteers, but then because we really want to encourage kind of pathway and that recovery, that we encourage those volunteers then to look at, you know, at becoming, you know, coaches and things if they so want to. And if they do, in some cases we've paid for people to kind of be trained up and then deliver sessions kind of going forward. So it's a real journey. The feedback that we've had from sessions is amazing. So 94% have improved mental well-being, 86% displayed reduced levels of stress and anxiety after attending our sessions, 82% have reduced symptoms of depression, 91% had improved levels of self-esteem, which is amazing. Doing things like sport is a great way of improving your self-esteem and building confidence, doing something new like you did at school when you learned a new activity. And 84% improved physical health. This one's really important because improving your physical health. A lot of people with mental health problems really suffer from things like weight and lots of medical conditions, heart conditions and high blood pressure and things like that. So by bringing kind of mental health and physical health together, it really is an overall way of looking after yourself. So in summary, mental health, much like physical health, needs to be looked after, and we need to pay attention. Everyone has mental health. It's always changing, so we always need to take care of it. We need to make sure that we're looking at our mental health as well as looking out for others. The impact of mental health problems is underestimated, and as I say, you need to look after your own health to make sure that you can look out for those around you, but also understand kind of mental health so that we know that it is on a continuum. Sport and physical activity can be have a positive impact on our mental, emotional and social well-being. So it's a really important thing to promote and encourage anyone to kind of get involved in. And hopefully, with sport in mind, those that are at their most unwell, we can try and support that. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that was interesting, and if you've got any questions, please do just get in touch. That's my email address, my contact telephone number, and you can check out our website there as well. All right, thank you very much.